In this video, I'm going to show you how to remove and replace the driver's side outer mirror on a RAV4 located on the driver's door. So when removing the mirror, it's located right behind this little panel. I like to use a trim tool, plastic one, and pop it off, set it aside. So the mirror is mounted by these 3 bolts in that door, but the wiring harness goes down and it clicks right here, so you have to take that door panel off. So let's get to it. I like to take the electrical switch off first. So a trim tool, bring it in there and pop it up. Don't have to really force it too much. It's little plastic clips. There we go. Now we have to unplug this. So you're going to look for the connector. You have 2 push pins right here. Squeeze them. So I like to take a small screwdriver, pocket screwdriver, because sometimes I just don't have the strength, and pull it out. Set that aside. Now we're going to move up to the inner door handle, and right behind here, this little plastic cover, I take a small screwdriver or a trim tool and pop it out. Set that aside, and now we have to take this trim piece off. So this is where I take my pocket screwdriver, and I'm careful not to damage the trim, but it's one of the only things that can carefully get underneath there. Lift it up. So you want to start at the top, because down here is a hook. And then just keep pulling it towards you, and then it slides right out. See that hook? So now we're going to have 1, 2 main mounting bolts, and then the rest we're going to just pop off. And the heads on these are a Phillips screwdriver. I'm going to take that inner handle, screw right out, Phillips head. Then right inside this hole is the main mounting bolt. And then 1 more right down here. And there we go. Now we're free to pull the panel from the little plastic clips. I'm going to start out here. I'm going to take my trim tool and I'm going to wedge it in, find a spot, and then pull. All the way around. And you're going to lift it up, pull down. Now you can see the actual cables right here. So once you take these plastic cables out of this guide right here, you're going to just grab that mechanism and give it a slight pull and pop it off. We can leave that attached, let it hang down. So now you can see that we've exposed the actual harness that I was talking about, and see how it's clipped down here. The door trim comes up here, you'll never get to that. So we're going to unhook the wiring harness. There's a little push pin right here, push in and lift up. And now the 3 mounting bolts are a 10mm socket. So I like to loosen just the top one a little bit and take the bottom 2 out. And now I'm going to hold on to that mirror, because when I take this out, it should basically release. And then just grab it from the outside, pull it out. So this one has actual little clips on the rubber trim here. Here's my little trim tool. You want to take these off. It's just a push pin, because you have to retransfer it over to the new mirror, because it just holds that door trim, the rubber seal on the back there. Set them aside, and now we can get our new mirror. So here's our new mirror, and see this plastic piece? Make sure you take that off. It's just there for shipping so it doesn't pop through the cardboard. Then we're going to bring it back out to the front of the vehicle. Take that harness, run it right through that center. Now we're going to line up those plastic push pins, guide it through. Now they're self-tapping, so that plastic base has never had a thread in it. So these are going to be guiding it, it's self-tapping. So you really can't hand start it, just a little bit. I'm just going to put the rest in before I tighten it up. You want to be able to move it around in case it's not centered. Last one. Nice and firm. Now we're going to grab those little plastic clips. And you can see the rubber seal right here. Guides right into that plastic. And push that right in. And then the bottom one. There we go. Now we're going to take our plug, line it up, let it click in. And tuck that underneath. Seems like they give you a little extra wire. That's not a bad thing. So before I put our panel back on, I always take a look, make sure no clips fell off. One did, right here. It's really easy how it goes back on. See the staging? Put the big gap right in, let it pop in, ready to go. So now I'm going to put the inner door handle into that panel, just by that. It'll click right on. Let it snap into place. Get the main harness, put it right through where that window goes. You're going to go from the top down. So put the guide in where the glass sits, bring it down in. Feel like it's in place. Look down here, you'll see the little pins guiding up into the holes, and then just give it a pop all the way around. Feels good. Now I'm going to put in the mounting screws. 2 major door handle screws. This holds the panel on. It's a Phillips screwdriver. Now I'm not going to snug it till I know that they all start. Because if they're not lined up, you're going to have to take it all apart again. Okay, one last, the small screw goes in the door handle. Now I'm going to snug them all down, hand tight. Okay, we can put our trim piece on. That's the trim piece right here, and that's the bottom clip. See how it guides in? Let it slide right in like that. Then you'll just let it fall into place naturally. Now we have the plastic that goes inside the handle. And you'll see the clip in the front and the 2 in the back. So I like to do the front one first and then push it to the back. You'll hear it click. And now our main power switch. So we're going to rehook this up. Look for the tab, that's the lock tab, and that's on this side. So this has a slide lock housing. Pull it all the way up. Let that fall in, and then the housing locks in, just like that. The harness out of the way. You'll see all the tabs. They're straight down push pins. So line it up just like that, and then pop it down in. All right, last piece is over by the mirror housing. 2 clips. You're going to guide it right in and then push in. All right, now that the mirror is installed, let's give it a test. Put the key in the ignition and turn it to the on. Don't need to start it. And the driver's side, so you make sure the L is clicked on the mirror operator, and then we're going to go up and down, out and in. Good to go. When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.